This is a Headgum original.
Camera's wild.
Well, I thought it was time. Sorry, Amir. Can you not be on your phone?
Can you close the settings window so we can see Marika and Grace?
Why is the camera kind of like a sepia-toned image of the studio?
Because
I can answer that, but I'll let Geoff answer.
that's what happens when you go with charcoal. I'm sorry to say, but that's what happens when you don't go with cola.
It should have been a cola.
Which has a kind of warm tone, by the way.
I'll drink
Nobody
to that.
wanted cola.
Actually,
No,
cola's pretty
One
cold.
person wanted cola, and by the internet, by the way, I think they were interested in Shine Green
Empty cup.
because you guys don't fill mine.
Where is there a blue bottle?
Los Feliz.
Mm.
Yeah. We're back at it again. I'm hungover. I gotta
Really?
say. Yeah. Well, mostly it's like a
2 o'clock.
Well, I have like brain fog. I have like vision loss. Peripheral field is not doing right. I didn't have any alcohol, but I just feel hungover.
You're just dehydrated, I think.
I think I'm still.
You don't
dealing
drink
with
enough
the,
water and you got hit with my
post-concussive
head.
syndrome.
Yeah.
But I'm calling it a hangover so I can dress like this.
And wear the sunglasses
So
indoors.
the tides can change. You didn't let me finish so that the tides can change so that they can become swift.
And the sunglasses indoors, is that a concussive thing or is that just you trying out a new style?
I have like anxiety about the concussion.
What's anxiety?
Anxiety.
Hangover anxiety. It's like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I say to everybody last night? You know what I mean? But
How
it's
long
really
does the
just, yeah.
post-concussive syndrome last? Like, is everything now, is
Unclear.
it like a BC thing? Like now you're post-concussion, this is it?
It's
you
kind
now.
of like that's it for me for maybe up to a year.
Oh, it's like long COVID. They sort of, it's like,
Exactly
or
right.
like a cool party. It's like till question mark.
Exactly right. So like you don't know when the party is going to end, but in this case, the party is that I just can't really drive.
Yeah. And the worst thing about being sick
like
is that
my life.
it doesn't end instantly. So you don't get to be like,
Exactly right.
refresh. It's like a
this weird
fade to
gradient, a
zero.
fade, that's
Yeah,
what I
you're
was
like,
gonna
wait
say.
a second. I guess I'm better. I don't know. It's
I
like
went in
gets a
an
little bit-
attic and I said to the ceiling, give me a tight fade. Basically a 1 to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Geoff. I don't know if you can see us on the screen, but Grace
Still
was
haven't
just
been able to figure
yawning
that
at
out.
that.
Yeah, I need like a monitor right
Unrelated.
here. Sorry. Yeah.
You are looking at 4 monitors right now.
This is like the worst thing for my concussion, by the way.
You're
I'm not supposed to
surrounded.
look at screens.
Yeah,
It's
two
again,
people in
1,
front and
2,
two people
3,
in back.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
If you count the little one on that Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
9. And when I said 9, I cut to a black screen.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And it was gray for us.
And it was Grace for us. She is beauty. She is Grace. Harper. How
How the hell are you?
the hell Harper? How the harp are you?
I'm okay.
How do you feel?
Me?
Who?
Grace! Right?
I feel fine, thank you. You?
How has the editing workflow been with my concussive state?
No difference.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
So before...
I kind of feel like worse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that.
Well, there was an incident where he said, can you do the video? And I said, yeah, of course, send me the files. And then he didn't send me anything for a week. And then he did send me everything after the podcast was already meant to have gone live.
Fully edited. You left out the biggest
Yeah.
part was that I fully edited it. So I didn't inconvenience you and you didn't get extra money.
So why did you send all the footage to Grace?
Because basically what happened was I was like, oh, I'll just have Grace do it because I feel like garbage. And then the next week I was like, I feel fine enough to edit. And at this point, to
And we-
send...
we-
sorry,
I should say
wasn't-
that
yeah,
we
I wasn't done.
Got rid of his
This is-
posting permissions because he never followed instructions. So now Grace does a great job at actually uploading the episodes.
That's what I was going to say.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
I was going to say Grace does an incredible job uploading. But the thing is like to get all the templates, files, to get all the things to be like, this is, what you need to edit the video. Probably would have been harder on my head. Than
Harper
this
on your head.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's so easy for every other podcast to do that, right? What makes it hard?
Every other
for this?
podcast doesn't have a concussion.
What was the excuse
At the time,
before
You don't
it was
know their
2.5
lives?
weeks. I know their lives. I know every
You don't
single
know
podcast.
what Mike
lives.
Mitchell's up to?
Mike Mitchell isn't falling down. He's staying put a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Geoff,
Casey, are we boring
It's
you?
got
or-
stairs. You don't know.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's fair. Well, let's get into some shit then.
Oh, that's fun.
Uh,
Is that the only?
go on.
Is that the only camera on you? Because it's almost too dark to use.
I'm gonna have to overexpose the garbage out of it.
Yeah, it'll be
Well,
like
can
very
we
grainy and
Yeah,
contrast.
it's hard to be
Yeah.
fair. Well, it's hard, because the studio's outfitted with cameras that if you're gonna zoom in at a certain point can only go out down to 4.5.
What was wrong with the GoPro?
Everybody was complaining about the
There's
GoPro.
nothing wrong with the GoPro. Jeff just doesn't know how to use it. See, this is the only show that records in this studio where I try and like be hands off with the video stuff and let Jeff kind of direct the ship. And he does stuff like take one of the cameras that is calibrated to be shot in the studio lighting, turn it completely around,
Yeah.
aim it outside of the studio lighting, and wonder why the colors are off and why it looks dark.
Yeah.
But that's the vision he has for the show.
The
and,
colors are always off. These ones are calibrated for the normal studio, and Marika said it looks sepia tone.
I think it's
I
a
have to
cola.
color correct
your
it in
camera
the
looks
one-
sepia
your
tone because
camera
it's
looks
pointed at
sepia
you
tone.
because it's not color corrected for the lighting that you're in.
I'm gonna send a
I'm
I'm gonna send a
hungover.
screenshot of you.
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
So you're a liar?
Well, I think I speak truth to power is what I do, and I think you guys are just uncomfortable because you're realizing you're in the position of power, right? You're not able to make fun of. You're not able to punch up anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to be hungover on a Tuesday
Yeah.
because that means you went out so hard on a Monday night.
Yeah, what did you do last
That's
night?
rare.
Last night I didn't. I'm not hungover. I just am trying to like seem cooler because it's not cool to be like I'm still dealing with a concussion.
Yeah. What did you do last night? Just out of curiosity.
Last night?
Last night at
Yeah.
Monday night.
Last night I ordered Chinese food
From where?
from Broadway Cuisine in
Interesting.
Chinatown,
Uh-huh.
and I watched Saltburn.
Oh,
Actually.
what'd you think?
Nice.
And were you slurping on egg drop soup when he started slurping on the inside of a post-jismed bathtub?
I had a mapo,
tofu. Yeah.
and it was just
Timed up as a 4D experience.
it was 40xxx. I don't know why Marika didn't laugh harder at that. I thought that was kind of clever.
You can't even see me, ass.
I thought it was okay.
It was overhyped, I think, before it got to you, and then you were like expecting a lot.
I think that's what it mostly was, but I'm like, shot
Were you
beautifully.
expecting more disgusting things than you actually saw? Was that a problem?
I think it was shot beautifully. The cast was incredible, and then the story wasn't there. It was just kind of like so. Ultimately, he just was a psychopath who wanted to get
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
as interesting.
but that's
Like,
fine.
What I wanted it to be, I had gotten into a whole debate about what it should have been. I think it would have been more interesting if like it kind of ended soon after Jacob Elordi's death. Well, okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Saltburn at this point,
That's on
you're
you.
worse than me.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it.
At this point.
Is that like there's that scene where they're at the breakfast. You guys have all seen it?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Scene at the breakfast table where they're closing the red curtains. Like that should be closer to the end of the movie, and it should be this thing where it's a comment on like British culture, where it's like they just need everything to be okay, and so they're gonna like delude themselves into thinking it's fine. And then when Farley's like, "Why the fuck is he still here?" and then Farley gets booted because of the cocaine. It's like he should have like replaced Jacob Elordi in the family, and they should have just accepted him. And then it's like, oh my god, like they after all that they just basically like took this other kid in and are moving on like nothing happened.
Like repressing their emotional side.
That's more interesting to me than just
Sure.
a psychopath got an estate.
Yeah.
Also, like one by one, he plotted
I'm
everything.
pro psychopath getting an estate.
Were
I
you
like
shocked
that it
by
was
that
just kind of
twist, or were you
about
like,
that.
yeah, I figured that was happening
Twist. It was
anyway?
just all flashbacks, which I feel like is lazy writing.
It was funny that one of the flashbacks was like he was typing gibberish at the cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we figured that as much. He wasn't
That's my
actually
point. I'm
at
like,
the
when it
cafe.
happened, I
that.
thought that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So it didn't seem like a big like, oh my god, twist. It's like, oh, that was the leading theory.
my friend DJ was like, I feel like that was a note handed down from Amazon.
Your friend DJ or friend who's a DJ?
Both.
Amazing.
They're like you're an Amir. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're one of many, but you're also your name is Amir.
That's cool.
I'd love to hear more.
Are we
from
gonna
Grace
do
and
Bond of the Week
Casey.
or
Gracie. There's a Gracie and an America.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I thought Saltburn was one of the worst movies I saw last
Thank
year.
you. Thank you. Shot beautifully though.
Marika's mad. Oh, I've never seen Marika so mad at me.
Marika directed it.
yeah, I am Emerald Fennel. Look, I thought Saltburn.
It
was
is Salt
fine.
Bummer. You're right.
It was a
Burn.
salt.
What's that?
Jesus Christ. I thought it was fine, but when people started being mean online, I said, I'll defend this movie.
Being online, I feel like everybody was like, "That was an incredible movie. It's the best movie I've ever seen." I'm like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I keep seeing a lot of that, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I
people need to
wasn't
watch more
seeing a
movies,
lot
is
of that.
my
All I've
takeaway.
seen online is that people think it's a masterpiece, and I'm like, it's good.
I've
It's
never
fine.
seen that take posted on
Yeah.
any online forum.
Okay.
So a lot of people being like, oh, I can't watch this with my parents, or like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know, just the audience reactions when I saw it were so extreme. And I was like, you gotta.
I would say it was
chill
less
out.
grotesque than people
Yeah,
led me to believe.
people
Yeah,
people
no, that's my
scandalized by that
point.
movie need to watch more movies.
and porn.
Right. Yeah.
No, I will say the
I
bathtub-
agree
porn is
with that.
movies.
The bathtub thing was grosser than anything I had seen in the movies.
I
for a
was
while.
Is that true?
I was
was
so
disgusting.
excited for the bathtub thing because I
it was
wanted
gonna
it to
be-
happen.
It was
I
not like
predicted
couldn't
it would happen.
look at
it was not even like it was a send up. The whole movie kind of felt like it was trying to be Call Me by Your Name.
Exactly.
And it all kind of felt like a tier below what was happening in Call Me by Your Name.
You know what I
like
said
the
it
peach
should have been?
stuff, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then the bathtub stuff, I'm like, come on.
Come
do
on,
something
the
else.
I just think I think it's a movie about a psychopath. I think it's more
So is Call Me by Your Name,
It's-
Army Hammer.
Ever heard
so
of 'em?
true.
Sorry, you really worked up the courage to do that.
To do what?
Like, sorry, okay, here's the replay for the viewers. And ever heard of him? Get his ass in the comments. But like, it really looked and felt like you like worked your way into being like, yeah, Army
Ever heard of
Hammer.
him?
Ever heard of him?
Well, he said Army Hammer. I said ever heard
Yeah.
of him.
And when Casey said it, it felt natural. It felt great.
Interesting.
I want to be very clear that when Casey said that was amazing.
Yeah, I was just sort of
When you
like
did.
yes-anding that.
I feel like you were gonna say that no matter what had been said. Thus
No
far in the
way.
episode.
No way I would have said
I feel
ever
like-
heard of him regardless of what was said.
I just feel like from the moment you walked into the studio, you were like, it's freezing. Let me wear your jeans. And then you were
No.
like, from that
Let
moment, you're
me
like, I got a
wear
good
your
line for the
jeans?
show. He did say that to me.
I asked him to switch pants with me. It's very frigid in this studio, but warm outside.
Yeah. But from that moment, I feel like you were like, I have a couple lines that I'm going to say.
No way.
Yep.
Not like that.
All right.
Ever heard of him? You thought I was trying to say sure.
My favorite position is GEO.
James Bond Street. Want to go shopping
Mhm.
for some spy stuff?
What?
Fucking, this one was for
That
Grace.
sucked, dude.
It wasn't good.
That
it wasn't
sucked.
good, but you know what? Yeah.
My Bond of the Week is Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
Wait, is James Bond Street a person?
Bond Street is like an area of London where there's a bunch of it's like Rodeo Drive.
Okay.
Going
who's
off
the
of-
person?
Grace, can you confirm that it's like Rodeo Drive?
I've never been to Rodeo Drive, but I can confirm it's on the Monopoly board. Also,
Rodeo Drive sucks.
moments
It's one of the
kind of
worst
pass.
streets in LA.
I had dinner on Rodeo a couple months ago and it was kind of fun.
That doesn't matter.
Mr. Chow.
See, when you
cares?
invite so many people in the studio and you leave all of the Zoom people behind so you can't see them. You can only hear them. You're not going to pay attention to them and you're not going to talk to them.
There's a delay.
There's a
It's all
delay.
good now.
There's not a delay.
There's not really
It's on
a
him.
delay, but also
It's all on him.
I will say anytime I'm here and Geoff is about to record the show, he goes, "Do you want to be on this?" Because
Yeah.
I think he doesn't want to be sitting in a room alone with Amir.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Now I can see you guys, all right?
Well, how would it work if I wasn't here? It was just Geoff facing out the same direction.
it'd be
as
better.
Zoom facing out. Would you be looking at the TV?
I just got them on my laptop. I think this is working fine.
Sounds like it.
Got him. Ever heard of him?
Nice.
Thank you.
Going off of what Marika said with Sam Rockwell being Bond of the Week, my Bond of the Week is Argyle.
The
Yeah.
movie or
Well, the guy in the movie, Argyle himself. He
Who
should
we
be the new
don't
Bond.
know. We
Is
don't
that a
know who our
comedy?
girl
I don't
is.
understand what that movie is.
Yeah, me neither.
I
didn't know
saw
that was
it
Dua
yesterday.
Lipa.
It is
Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
I didn't realize
I wouldn't say it's full comedy, but
Do you think,
action comedy, adventure.
Close.
sure, yeah.
do you guys think if I was like at the same party as Dua, I could?
Absolutely not.
No, because
It
I feel
doesn't
like
matter
she's
what
dating
you're going to
Callum
say
Turner.
after I could.
No, I know
You
that
can't.
she's sort of like, yeah. But I mean, I think I could like charm her.
Use your best line. What would you say?
Miss Lipa.
I think I would be like, how about we make it a trio Lipa?
Meaning?
Let me eat your goddamn ass. Sorry, I got really nervous. I don't think that's what I'd actually say to do. I just like,
No, I think you would get really nervous, and that is what you would say.
That's why you would do awesome.
no, I would be
with
like,
her.
yeah, like this party sucks. What if we went down what if we just went to a fucking diner? You know, like when was the last time you went to a diner? I bet you can't get away with it.
I can't
anymore.
hear you. I
But
gotta
as-
go somewhere else.
No, what I was saying was if you're
Yeah.
seen with
No,
me,
sorry,
people will
a
think you're not
stalker is
Dua.
talking to me.
They'll be like, oh, like,
Can you
is that Dua Lipa?
taste
No, she'd
him?
never
Can
be
you
with a
mace
guy
him?
like that.
That's actually a really good Dua impression.
Thank you.
It's actually a really good way to talk to Dua. The way I was doing it. I think.
Imagine Dua's doula.
I wouldn't mind midwifing Lipa on a leap year.
This is a leap year, actually.
What about Meki Dua Leaper?
Meaning?
The guy who wrote Jury Duty, Meki Leaper.
I don't know who that is. Jury Duty, the Pauly Shore movie from 1995.
The newer series.
The
that makes
Freebo,
more sense.
Fubo. What is it? What was it on?
Freebie.
Yeah, Tubo.
Freevo TV.
Freebie.
Freebie.
Grace, any updates on Walsall?
Oh no. Same. I did break my wrist for like 6 of these episodes, and business carried on as usual.
Wow,
Not
you
to shame
broke your
confession.
wrist? That
It
sounds
was a
so
while ago.
painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
god.
okay.
What does it look like
It was
now?
manageable. Fine, normal.
Cast? No cast? Wow.
No cast.
How
This
did
was
you break?
last snowboarding.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
Me too.
I fell. It was my first broken bone.
Where did you
Wow.
snowboard?
About half an hour from my house, there's an indoor snow dome. It's about 20 meters high.
Inboard
An indoor
snowboarding.
snow dome.
Holy smokes.
Nice.
Amir, how's that cock?
Amir, that was really good. Sorry, I just want to get that in there.
What did I say?
Didn't you? You said holy slopes.
I should have. I should have said holy slopes. But then Geoff asked me about my penis, and so I sort
Well.
of browned out.
Yeah.
The recording stopped.
There it is.
All right.
Yes.
Jesus. All right, I'll drop that out. Amir, I wanted to talk to you about your house.
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone here, and I'm not encouraging anyone who's listening to this or watching this, but anyone who wanted to could find your address.
That's not true.
They could find points of entry
Nope.
on
Yeah.
the
just
MLS,
don't say the address.
on Google Images,
Yeah.
Google Earth, Street View,
Incorrect.
Apple Street View, for that
Yeah.
matter, Apple Maps.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if, yeah, maybe, and again, I really am not encouraging anything to happen.
It seems like you are a little bit just by implicitly talking about it.
And you don't really, it's not like you live on a gated street. You know, you live on, actually, your house, we should say. And my fear for you is that you don't have enough
None of this is good. None of this is
privacy.
useful.
No, listen.
Let's take it from you asking me about my dick again. I think I prefer that.
I have heard the notes. I'm tired of people saying that I'm tone deaf to the show, and I've
Who
stopped.
says that?
I have stopped
notes-
doxing your address. I've stopped sending you gifts.
Yes, great.
So, you know,
But
I'm
don't
trying to help
include-
your
yeah.
ass.
I don't want any of this in there.
I'm just saying, and you haven't even let me get to my, you know, I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
But you have one of the least private homes in Los Angeles.
Very private. Nobody knows where I live except for you.
I'm
Don't say
wondering if you plant privacy hedges.
it. Oh, yeah. Then what?
That's sort of the pitch. Yeah, basically, like you've been to like Bel Air.
Yeah.
I
Like a
wonder if you're
gated
the Fresh
community.
Prince of,
Mm.
you know.
Unusable.
Jeff, you feel like the
This whole part is
Saltburn.
unusable.
I also Saltburn's a horrible name for an estate. That just sounds like you're rubbing salt in a wound.
I think maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Like the estate itself is cursed or
Cursed.
something.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I was
that.
gonna say. Beautiful though.
Yeah.
And you know why?
Why?
Because they don't use colors like charcoal.
They use cola.
They use cola. They use salmon.
Yeah.
They use chine.
I think you were just hungry.
I want a fucking bagel and lox with a Diet C.
Mm.
My favorite position is GEO.
We need to
Why
take
would
a
you
break.
take a break here when we already basically had to cut out video?
Guys, one of my proudest relationships in my life is the one with Amir. My working relationship with Amir, because from where it started to where it is now wasn't easy, right? And that's a common misconception about relationships, is that they have to be easy to be quote unquote right. But sometimes the best ones happen when both people put in the work to make them great. And therapy can be a place to work through the challenges you face in all of your relationships, whether with friends, work, your significant other, or anyone. I'm in therapy every week. I find it to be quite helpful. It's just nice to have a little hour every week to talk about what ails you. Oftentimes it is my relationship at work with Amir. If you're thinking of starting therapy, start with BetterHelp. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/what's that today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/what's that. Thanks, BetterHelp.
Did anybody do their Bond of the Week? It was like the only thing that's happened so far, but I think like
Marika said
Sam Rockwell.
I said Argyle.
and then we just moved on entirely.
Yeah.
Do you want to say
Yeah.
one? You could have at any moment.
I really couldn't have, I don't think. Because the Zoom cut out, you came back, you started talking about Saltburn again, and then we went to commercial.
That's true. That is true. Quote match. That's the name of the fucking game. Quote match. We played this before. We'll play it again right
Quote match.
now. Let's fucking figure this shit out. All right. I'm gonna read a quote, and you're gonna attribute it to a celebrity. All right.
Can you just list all of the celebrities by name, because
Yeah,
I
I can
can't
do that.
fucking
That's-
see the screen. Jeff.
We got Laura Dern.
Correct.
Yeah.
We got Chuck Lorre.
Correct.
We got Sigourney Weaver.
Absolutely correct.
We got Laker coach Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham. Yeah,
Yeah.
Darvin Ham.
We have Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Obviously.
Travis Kelce.
Absolutely.
Lastly,
John Bon
Jovi. And I actually don't know this one.
Orlando Bloom.
That's Orlando Bloom?
Wow.
Behind Amir, it's Orlando Bloom. I don't like the positioning because it makes me feel like I'm referring to Amir as somebody like Orlando Bloom.
Wow, wow.
Let's sit in it.
I think we already have.
I think we have and we will.
Another commercial.
So what are we going to like guess which of these
Just
people
kidding.
said?
I was kidding. Oh, the noise.
Take it from me, guys. Taking care of your health is not always easy, but it should be simple. And that's why for the last 2.5, almost 3 years now, to the day, I've been drinking AG1 every day. No exceptions. Just one scoop mixed in water once a day, every day. And it makes me feel energized, focused, and like I'm ready to take on the day. And that's because each serving of AG1 delivers my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, and more. It's a powerful, healthy habit that's also powerfully simple. Now, how do you know that AG1 is a high quality product? Well, I know that it's giving my body high quality nutrition because every batch of AG1 goes through a rigorous testing process so that you know it's safe, and their ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrient density. I really feel like I have that mental clarity every time I take AG1, and that in and of itself is worth its weight in green. athletic or otherwise. If there's one product I had to recommend to elevate your health, it has to be AG1. And that's why I partnered with them for so long. So if you want to take ownership over your health, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase, exclusively at drinkag1.com/what's that. Again, that's drinkag1.com/what's that. Check it out. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say a quote, and you're gonna attribute it to one of these celebrities. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will also give you context this time because last time people got a lot of them wrong.
Now, are these real or fake?
These are things that actually have been said documented, whether it's via Twitter, via an interview, or like a story that they told on a late night show, or some of them are hearsay, I guess, but most of them are like, I have proof.
Still 50-50 on whether they're real or not.
Here we go. Okay.
I don't think any of them are going to be real.
Let's just see. All right. Let me see if I can prove your ass wrong. She gornies on my weaver till I'm me. This celebrity said this on IG Live.
She gornies on my weaver till I'm me.
Yeah. She gornies on my weaver till I'm me.
I mean, none of
The
these
Rock.
I don't think Sigourney
That's
would
not
say it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how well do you know Sigourney?
Seems
I
like
guess
that's
I've never met her personally.
It's like a rap lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was them on IG Live having housing.
She gornies on my weaver
till I'm me.
till I'm me.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I'm going to say Laura Dern said that.
You're overthinking it.
It's Sigourney Weaver?
Correct! Oh!
Why would she say that?
I don't fucking know Weaver. I don't know Sigourney, so I don't know why she would say that.
And but you saw her say this on an IG Live?
I'm pretty sure she was promoting The Exorcist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Sigourney Weaver. Does that help?
My favorite band.
I think that does help, yes.
Thank you.
Powering through.
We're only at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to make a show about a Hollywood producer named Chuck who owns a gun and isn't afraid to use it if a certain network passes on his show. That's the kind of show I'd like to make.
That's The Rock.
Yeah,
been trying to
it
get
seems
into
like
TV.
it would be The Rock.
This was a celebrity in a pitch meeting with CBS.
I guess it's Chuck Lorre, right?
Correct! Amir's 2 for 2. Checking in. How are we loving the game?
It's a bad game so far.
Well, at least we're getting towards a place where it's a had game, as in it's a game we have had. Marika, let's see some more joy. Let's have some more participation. Let's see. When this is a celebrity talking to their daughter. When I heard they were opening a Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Orlando, my
Orlando
dumbass.
Bloom. Come on.
Oh my God.
You didn't hear the full quote. It might change
I
your
didn't
opinion.
care to hear the full quote. You said participate, and you said that the game would be good to have had, which means it would be good to be done.
Fast.
So-
Yeah, it'd be good to. Let me just say the fucking quote. Because I don't know if you're right or wrong, because I have to see the whole thing to be reminded. When I heard they were opening a Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Orlando, my dumbass thought they wanted to put the ride in my ass.
Orlando Bloom.
Correct! We're really testing the sound barrier between the two fuckers.
You're
get
really
divorced.
testing it.
What's that?
And Katy Perry?
Yeah. Did I make
Are
that
they?
up? Are they?
They are married.
Wow.
Are they getting divorced though?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they have it in them.
Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry are married.
I think you made it up.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Just this is a celebrity talking to Taylor Swift. Just between us, when I messaged Taylor, I thought I was DMing Miley Cyrus.
Sorry. So this person is talking to Taylor Swift
Yeah.
and saying, just to clear things up, when I messaged Taylor, that was
Just
talking to
between
Miley
us.
Cyrus.
Just between us girls. When I messaged Taylor, I thought I was talking to Miley Cyrus.
Just between us girls is the quote now?
That's like the essence of it, though. I feel like people
Got
are
it.
getting
So Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
correct, right? Why? Last week's episode was awesome. Now
What
that
was last week's?
It was the one where I was like giving out New Year's resolutions.
I don't recall that one.
I recall it, and he had like written a bunch of stuff. And I was like,
yeah.
It was the
okay.
flan. It was.
Oh, that
like,
was my birthday.
Yeah, with the flan.
Yeah.
All right. If I'd known being an actor was this hard,
The
I would.
Rock.
Are you going to read the fucking entire
Can I just
question
say the
now?
whole quote? Obviously.
Yeah.
I think that's like a rule we need to institute now because you guys are trigger happy with the fucking guessing. You have to hear the full quote to guess, and if not, I'm gonna kick your ass.
What?
No,
You can't.
I can't. If I'd known being an actor was this hard, I
Laura
would.
Dern.
Because I thought I mean,
Uh-huh.
when I'm editing this, I'll just make sure because I feel like I'm
I didn't
going
think
crazy.
acting would be this hard. Hard as a rock, sort of,
No.
is where I think
If
we're
I-
going with this.
If I'd known being an actor was this hard, I would have married rich.
The Rock.
This is I wouldn't be opposed to it, says this person on collaborating with Lorna Doone.
Laura
Darvin Ham.
Dern.
Correct, Amir. No, it was Laura Dern.
Lorna.
She
dude.
said that.
Laura Doone. Sorry.
It was on Sigourney Weaver's IG Live, actually.
Oh,
Laura
What's
Dern
that?
x Lorna Doone. It's sort of a Michael Cera v X collaboration.
Michael Cera was in the office today.
In New York?
Yeah.
Josh Peck, Michael Cera. I just am like, everyone whose media I consumed 13 years ago is in my life.
You didn't see either of them.
Not in your life.
yeah, they're not. You
In my
haven't
orbit,
seen
I
them.
said.
You still haven't even been in the same building as them at the same time.
They don't
Yeah.
know you. Your persona
Nothing to do with
non
your
grata. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Your persona emrata to them.
That's really good.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Every time I'm at the airport, people say bon jouvage as if they're the first to come up with that. Give me a break.
So like Bon Voyage.
Yeah, but John Bon Jovi?
Correct. Bon jouvage.
Who's
As in
left?
Bon Jovi.
Who do we have left? There's
I
two?
may not be related to John Hamm, but I'm definitely as hung as him. And this is somebody sending an unresponded to text in the Lakers group chat.
And you have access to that?
I think it went viral. Like it was like some like
Leak.
Dumois thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Darvin Ham.
Correct. All right, now that we got through that garbage,
My favorite position is GEO.
moving on
The
to
Lakers know who John Hamm is.
yeah.
I think LeBron does for sure.
You think so?
Know who John Hamm
From what?
is? Mad Men.
D'Lo has seen Top Gun Maverick.
If there's a problem that you can't solve, Jake and Amir will gladly resolve. You do you, and I'll do me. What do you expect? The show's for free.
That was a good one. I don't remember that one.
Unused. I'm trying to do right by the fan base.
How was it unused?
Unused.
How did you get it then?
It's on YouTube.
And you searched If I Were You theme song?
I thought it was just the other one that you got, like the actual theme song.
Yeah.
The show's been gone for what, almost a decade now?
Nope.
And
Since
people miss
May.
it. People miss the advice, right?
I don't know.
Casey?
Yeah, there's a ton of advice podcasts now.
So there's a huge hole in the market.
Mm.
I think is what Casey just basically meant to say.
Sure.
And I thought that we could kind of bring back the old ethos, the old show, and answer some advice columns from Slate.
Who made that theme song? We should give them credit.
Super Mario Mercado Brothers or something like that.
That name sounds familiar. I don't know if we ever used that theme, though.
All right, here we go. The title of this is, I reunited with my high school boyfriend. He says he wishes he could have locked me away so I'd be untainted.
My God.
Dear Prudence.
I feel like we already know what to say just based on the title of the email.
Just leave his ass, but let's get to it.
Yeah.
My situation is thus. I am currently dating a guy after a 6-year break from one another. We were high school sweethearts, separated for college, and recently at 25, he contacted me and we've begun dating again. Everything is great, with one exception. He has major issues with events that occurred in our time apart. I had a few flings in college, more sexual partners than he did, and he had a problem with this. He told me, I just don't want to think of my girlfriend as ever being promiscuous or slutty. Such a double standard. How can I get him to forget the past and look toward our future? Will he ever get over it? Certain things on TV make him think of things. And he told me he wishes he could have locked me away for the past 6 years to keep me untainted. Please help.
She should get a video of him saying that and then put it online and then dump him. And then he'll be like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. And she'd be like, that's the
Jonah
only way
Hill
you'll
him,
learn this
basically.
lesson.
Jonah Hill his ass.
Yeah. Although wasn't that like a reverse Jonah Hill? Like he leaked it thinking he was the hero, but in fact.
No, she leaked it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, then the full Jonah Hill, yeah.
Certain things on TV make him think of things.
Yeah, like any sex scene gets his fucking blood pressure going.
Wasn't there was like a TikTok account where a woman was explaining how that happened to her husband. Like he just couldn't watch sex scenes because it was too triggering for something. And it like essentially babied him because of that.
Covered his eyes.
Yeah, like it was like a video of her like hugging him and like consoling him. It was really wild.
Yeah. So what are you guys' advice?
That's what I imagine.
My advice is to get him to say that on camera and then get him to admit that he has this really small dick on camera.
Yep.
Put that online, have it go viral on TikTok, and then break up with him on live.
Yeah.
So he's sort of mortified by his behavior.
Yeah.
And then when he tells people the story, everyone takes her side. So he has to sort of live with that shame for the rest of his life.
But what if he wasn't expecting that would be your answer?
He probably doesn't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he didn't.
Yeah.
These aren't from Slate. All right. Next one.
I mean, other people can weigh in too.
No.
Okay.
You've made it very clear that your word is gospel.
Oh my God.
I told you guys it was going to be a great episode.
It was awful.
I want to check in with Casey on regret scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
doing
Being a
this?
part of this.
Yeah.
Talking about car accidents. How
Well,
do you
what
guys
would have been
feel?
better? What would have been better than this? This was, it could have gone either way.
It's kind of towing
did
the
send
line.
you something in the chat. Maybe something that you could entertain us with.
Okay. Grace sent something in the chat.
Regrets are currently at a 7, I'll say.
That's pretty good.
Because you don't want to be associated with this episode.
No, most of the
Oh,
time I don't.
My God. Sorry. I never do this.
Is it prepare for the show?
It could be 100 things he's talking about.
Rice is versatile. It goes with every meal.
There's so much echo on it.
Though I mostly drink cold brew and eat toast.
Do you know what song this is supposed to be?
Have you ever tried sushi? For instance, shrimp nigiri. It's salt and sugar with Japanese vinegar. Do you fry basmati, and your dad is named Sandy. I take my soy, stirred when shaken with butter.
But the char on the grains that we ate,
was scalded, cremated enough for you and to be satisfied.
That's Alanis
And
Morissette.
bomber rice, which comes from Spain, I will spurn and return to the chef and say, cauterize, cauterize. I want soiled sand, and I'm here to advise you on consistency of the ancient grains and burnt hair that ignited when I seared myself with the name of me, Arboreal. I don't know the verses. Egg fried rice too. Short grain, not so much. I thought you should. No. I ask precipitously of your ethnicity. I want to wax about the grains of your culture.
Did you have this made? Or did you make this?
Category, carbonize arancini, keepers of the combusted couscous and quinoa. But the hoisin was moist, and the plate wasn't able to incinerate, just smolder and vaporize. Hiss!
The roasted saffron rice you claim should have texture like soft butter clouds and not flakes of coal. Flakes of coal! And I'm here to advise you on consistency of the ancient grains and burn hair that ignited when I seared myself with the name of me, Arboreal. Grace,
Casey,
I'm so
regret
sorry.
level. How are we feeling? I was still echoing.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing echoed.
Kind of the worst
Yeah, it was
listening
kinda cool.
experience for us.
This is fucked up, but plugs.
Are you shitting me?
Grace, I wish you had mentioned that earlier in the episode.
That's cool. I
She
can come back.
did.
No. Sent it
30
earlier.
minutes
Didn't
ago.
mention it. There's a huge difference between sending and
We
mentioning.
couldn't get a word in edgewise.
That's bullshit. I'm
What's
tired of this.
What are you watching
I think you're just
now?
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's of this.
Everything is like 3 times more fatiguing.
Yes, exactly. Like your energy
11
at a
o'clock.
baseline is lower.
I know.
Ultimately, it's her bedtime.
No, it's just like doing, anyway.
Yeah.
People are going to be really mad at me for this episode, but I really tried. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. I've never
Tried
apologized
what?
for how this is going.
I don't know. I thought I put together fine enough of an outline. Just like this, again, this same outline could have gone well with like if everyone was in a different mood.
No, so you're
No,
not
you were like
apologizing.
reading the stuff that you had prepared, and while you were reading it, would constantly stop and go, "I might just cut this."
And
So-
And
so
people won't know what you're
blame
talking
it
about
and
because
we
it's
didn't
going to be
know
cut.
whether
People
that
in the
would stay in
room.
the
It
episode.
won't stay. I can guarantee it won't stay in the episode.
So like, there's a lot then you need to cut.
I
There's
think the
at
entire
least
episode's 20
45 minutes of material
Most
that
of
you
this
said you were going to
episode
cut.
I don't mind
Is
20
us
minutes.
just talking about how bad this episode
Saltburn?
is. Or, I'd say like 10% is about Saltburn.
Yeah.
80% is about the technical difficulties we went through.
Yeah. The My House part
Geoff
has to
went
go for
through.
sure.
I'm not going to mention the privacy hedges.
Yeah. Not anything about my house. I want all that.
And
the whole
then
section lifted out.
Yeah, I get that.
10% was a really great Alanis Morissette cover
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Well-
Grace wrote.
Great Alanis Morissette parody. I don't know if the cover was there. It was me and Casey sort of tone deaf. Not only like
Right.
we can't keep a tune, but also like
Casey was pitch perfect.
we shouldn't have done. That wasn't our story
Thank you,
to tell.
Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Casey got it pretty early, actually. I really like
Yeah.
that song.
I didn't know what song it was until the chorus.
That
Because I don't
surprised
know
me,
that song
but
other than the
I'm-
chorus probably.
I apologize.
No, it's your fault.
No,
No,
I thought you were
I thought it was
mad.
great. I knew the song.
I apologize. No, it's your fault.
I'll start my fucking plugs. Nobody ever starts until I like yell at them like, guys, no, seriously, we got to get the fuck out. When the entire episode, everybody's always like, oh, like when is this over? And then it gets to plugged, and everybody's like, kidding me? Like we want to like say.
The last 2 times I've been on, you haven't given me a chance to plug. And in fact, the only segment you did, the past 2 Zoom episodes, it's just been me, you, and Amir, and the only segment you had prepared was right. just ranking ourselves on the autism spectrum.
What?
And that stayed in.
No, it didn't. We did not do that.
True, but it would have been fun.
We didn't do that. When was that?
We all got diagnosed with Asperger's for a fucking episode.
No,
and
we
a half.
didn't.
Yeah.
When was that?
I had to see a psychiatrist after that. You don't remember?
No. Grace,
It was
what
when
was
you,
it?
when you started getting sponsored by BetterHelp. And you were like, we're going to do some more mental health integrated. Well, not mental health.
I started taking medication.
Yeah.
Because of the episode?
I think so. I think I had a
And the
psychotic
episodes.
episode on
I
the
started
episode.
taking a lot of lithium because I left the episode thinking I had bipolar. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have long and short-term amnesia.
It's like every fourth
What is that?
episode is
Why-
garbage.
Yeah.
Why is Pluto TV on right now?
Because he
I
hasn't
can't
fixed
handle this.
Hey,
Patreon.com/Riley and Geoff. We still have a Patreon
Oh.
and we do Zoom parties where you can kind of hang out with us. And they're very fun.
I thought somebody else took over that, plus the review.
review different hosts, but because we don't own the rights to the show, that was never officially a review podcast thing, so we kept doing it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Remind me to talk to you about that because that
Yeah.
might be my cash.
Take me to
going
court,
forward.
fucker. You don't have the money. If you don't have the money for privacy hedges, let alone
Lucas Hedges,
Lucas.
my lawyer.
You couldn't afford Lucas Hedges. if
You barely have the money
What's he
for
been?
Noah Khan tickets, let
He
alone
was in
Ali
Brokeback
Khan's
Mountain
salary.
in London.
Lucas Hedges, he's is he beautiful boy or is he boy
Genius.
He's-
boys back? Which one?
He's
The
been
boys
as
are
bad
back
as
in
back.
Hedge. Do you think Lucas hedges his bets? Do you think that's how he got to where he is?
Grace Plug?
Yeah, I think he does.
I work on a few shows. Sitcom D&D has just wrapped season 4.
Yeah,
No.
Headgum
Um,
podcast. Check it out.
And if everybody would please subscribe to the youtube.com/@girlsonpern.
Mhm.
Please subscribe to the YouTube channel because I would love to continue doing video episodes for Girls of Porn. Girls on Porn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. Thank you.
Girls on Porn are going to guest on this show soon. I need to respond to like 3 emails about that.
3 emails.
Yeah, I have an idea for the episode.
Just
how
follow-ups.
crass everything is.
Yeah.
It'll be a bunch of crass
That's
holes.
concerning.
Concerning. They're begging to come on the show.
Well,
You asked them.
No.
And then I did my due diligence
That's
and
not
set
true
it
at
up.
all.
On the live stream, you said I'd love to be on Girls on Porn. First thing I did, emailed the producer, said, hey, Geoff would love to be a guest. And she said, great.
And then I got the invite and I didn't respond.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That all sounds
Sounds
correct.
right.
I really
Really
might
right.
cut the whole episode.
How? What would
I
you
don't-
upload?
This one's not good. I'm trying to make them better this year.
This one's not good. I'm trying to make them better.
Yeah,
this
Geoff did
year.
text me ultimately, kind of manically, like, we have to get listeners up.
Yeah.
I'm going to start clipping social clips.
That's
So fucked.
That was a Headgum original.